Failure is something most people fear, something they run away from, something they try to avoid at all costs. But anyone who has ever succeeded in anything, whether in business, sports, personal growth, or life, will tell you the same truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. It is the path you walk. It is the teacher that shapes you. It is the process that builds you into the person capable of achieving greatness. When you fail, it doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean you will never succeed. It doesn't mean your dream is impossible. All it means is that you're trying, you're learning, and you're growing. Failure is feedback. Failure is information. Failure is experience. Without it, you cannot reach your full potential. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall again and again, but they don't quit. They don't think falling means they're not meant to walk. They try, fail, stand up, and try again until walking becomes natural. That is exactly how success works. You try, you fail, you learn, and you keep going. The only difference is that adults often forget this simple truth and let failure convince them to give up. Every successful person has a long list of failures behind them. They failed more times than most people even tried. They faced setbacks, disappointments, rejection, frustration, and obstacles that seemed impossible. But they didn't quit. They didn't let failure define them. They used it as fuel. They used it as a teacher. And every failure brought them one step closer to the success they envisioned. The problem is not failure itself, it's how you react to failure. Some people take failure personally. They think a failed attempt means they are a failure. But the moment you connect your identity to your mistakes, you limit your growth. You are not your failures. You are who you choose to become after them. Failure is temporary. Quitting is permanent. When you fail, you face a powerful moment. The moment where most people quit. The moment where most people lose confidence. The moment where most people turn back. If you want success, that is the moment you must push forward. That is the moment you must remind yourself that failure is part of the journey, not the end of it. Failure teaches you things success never will. It teaches you patience. It teaches you resilience. It teaches you discipline. It reveals your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. It shows you what doesn't work so you can discover what does. Failure shapes you into someone who can handle success when it comes. Because without the painful lessons, you wouldn't have the strength to carry the weight of your dreams. Most people want success without ever experiencing failure. They want shortcuts, easy wins, and smooth paths. But success does not reward comfort. It rewards persistence. It rewards those who keep moving even when things go wrong. It rewards those who refuse to let failure break them. The more you fail, the closer you are to winning because every effort, every attempt, every setback is moving you forward. Think about how many dreams die because of fear of failure. People don't start because they're scared to fail. They don't try because they're scared of judgment. They don't take risks because they fear embarrassment. But what they don't realize is that avoiding failure is the biggest failure of all. By avoiding failure, you avoid growth. You avoid progress. You avoid the chance to become the person you want to be. You cannot win without losing. You cannot succeed without struggling. You cannot grow without falling. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who avoided failure. They are the ones who embraced it. They understood that every success story is built on a foundation of mistakes, setbacks, and lessons. When you fail, don't ask yourself, "Why me?" Ask yourself, "What is this teaching me?" Ask yourself, "How can I come back stronger?" Ask yourself, "What can I do differently next time?" Failure is only a setback if you stop trying. If you keep going, it becomes a stepping stone. It becomes a piece of the puzzle. It becomes a part of your success story. The path to success is not a straight line. It's messy. It's unpredictable. It's filled with ups and downs, wins and losses, victories and disappointments. But every time you fall, you gain something. You gain experience, you gain clarity, you gain character, you gain strength. And all of that builds the foundation of the person you're becoming. One day, when you finally reach your goals, people will see the success, but they won't see the failures behind it. They won't see the nights you felt lost, won't see the moments you doubted yourself. They won't see the times you failed again and again, but you will know. You will know that every failure led you to where you are. You will know that without those failures, you wouldn't have the strength, the wisdom, or the resilience that made your success possible. So don't fear failure. Respect it. Learn from it. Use it. Let it strengthen you. Let it guide you. Let it push you. Because failure is not your enemy, it's your partner in growth. It is your path to greatness. Your story is not defined by the times you fall. It is defined by the times you rise after falling. And as long as you rise, as long as you keep going, as long as you refuse to quit, you are already on the path to success. Remember this always: failure is not the end. Failure is the beginning of becoming stronger. Failure is not the barrier. Failure is the bridge. And if you keep walking, you will cross it.